Nowadays, Greek graduate and undergraduate students tend to be confused about what job to follow and where to search for, as unemployment conditions have made it difficult for them.
There is some problem with the young unemployment, especially now that it reaches 50%. And the solution to that is maybe try your own company.
As an IT major, I find it quite hard to find jobs outside here. During the last years, IT-related jobs have dropped, but technology has allowed us to create startups and expand the global market that can potentially reach millions around the world.
However, some of them don't give up and try to escape from economic crisis by attending technology conferences. On Saturday morning, we attended the TechFair conference, which was held during the DIRI Open Fest event, in order to hear young speakers talking about their startup businesses. One of them was Alexandros Sivos, who graduated last year from DIRI, the American College of Greece, as an international hospitality major and created his own startup. He said that startup is a trend nowadays, as many combine it with technology businesses.
But the word startup is not just for technology businesses. As long as you're starting something that is new and it's innovating in some kind of way and it's kind of, doing something a little bit different, or even if it's selling goods or services, it's a startup.
2 years ago, Alexandros with his team launched their app called Duber.
The reason why we started Duber was, basically it came back to me being a person and my founders being people that always are looking for ideas, always are looking for problems to solve, always are looking for needs to solve and to kind of figure out different ideas. I told my way of thinking to Konstantinos Gavelas, and I said we should kind of think of like an app or something that we can solve with an app. And the next day he came to me and he's like, you have Facebook for connecting, you have Twitter for writing these text statuses, you have Instagram for photos, but you don't have somewhere where you can share your voice, which is like the most natural way we communicate.
He also gave some basic steps on how to start your own startup.
The steps that someone has to take to create a startup, are obviously many. At the beginning, first of all, you have to have an idea of what you want to do. Do you want to sell something? Do you want to, make an app? But behind that, what, startup experts say is that you have to find a need or a problem in the market and make a solution for that. So you gotta kind of find the best solution that's already out there and make it 10 times better. And then in terms of starting your idea and having an idea in place, and then once you have that, you have to figure out with who are you gonna do this. Many people, and I also recommend, is to get someone on board, because this is a really long journey. It's a painful journey. You're gonna go through so much, so many fails, so many mistakes. It's better to share all that with someone.
43% of young people have turned to create their own businesses. However, there are also some obstacles that they face.
Obstacles that can meet, a startup that can meet, are many anywhere you go. There are going to be obstacles no matter what you do. It's better to own the knowledge of that market, understand that these obstacles exist, and react to them.
Even in the difficult situation that exists in the Greek market, Alexandros believes that
Greece offers a great investment to GDP ratio, which means that there are a lot of investments relative to the GDP of the country, which means that it promotes general new ideas.
some young people believe that they cannot make their idea reality without having a capital to invest. Alexandros says that there is a solution, and the
number one thing is to find people that have the skills that you need for your idea to succeed. Digital's here, you can connect with anyone, and obviously it's hard. I'm not saying that it's easy, but if you have an idea and you don't have capital and you have some skill set to make it, go 50-50 with someone that has the skill set to complete that idea and just build it together. Find someone that believes in your idea.
Ellen Steriou for CN 4707.